Good morning, traders. This is Brad Matheny. This is a quick little update. I'm working on the Mint.com TTScanner live algo for members, and we're getting a lot of great setups here. As you can see, IXN daily is long, VOO daily is long. These are just only 2 days old, 3 days old. This one here is 52 days old, really been up quite a bit. But when we get into these modes where we start to get new recent triggers, QLD, IHI, TQQQ, QQQ, UCSPY, IYC, IVV. This means that we have a pretty good run going on and that you can take advantage of long triggers on the shorter term charts. So hypothetically, we look here and we can come down to the 5-minute charts and we can start looking for long triggers that follow suit. So we had a long trigger in IYC. Here's a brand new trigger today in IYC, IHI, GDXJ, long trigger, beautiful. That's a signal in miners that I mentioned would be setting up beautifully for this next move. XLU, we got a long trigger that's 1 bar old. It's off just a little bit right now. XLI, VOO, nothing yet. XLE, energy, we have a long trigger. Energy's been moving down, so I don't recommend that trigger right now. And then we have XLY, a new long trigger up to the upside. It's brand new, started at 940. We're up 0.22% on the trade, following through quite cleanly. What you would do with some of these others, like XLB has been moving down, and same thing with XLE. You would want to pay attention here to the downside moves and probably play half a position, especially if something is moving downward and is really, XLE right now is trending up. Let's go take a look at XLE while we have a moment here. Here's XLE. Try to move this so you can see it. See, slightly up, really, moving, gapping higher, moving higher. I would just, again, because we've been in this solid downtrend, I would trade about a half position because it's going against the daily. Really, the daily trigger is bearish. Come down here, daily. You can see we've rolled downward quite hard. And like I said, I don't believe we're going to see a big bounce here. But again, these triggers are really setting up very cleanly. Let's go take a look at the spiders daily. Long SPY, long QQQ. Again, this is 52 days. XLI, 54 days. XLC, 52 days. XLY, 17. One new trigger on QQQ. It's 2 days old. We come down here to the 60 minutes. We have no trigger on QQQ. We have a long trigger on XLY that's up 1% from yesterday afternoon. We have a long trigger XLK that's from December 3rd. We have a long trigger from December 4th in SPY, and we have a long trigger in XLC up 2.8% from 1129. Beautiful moves. These are very solid moves. Come down to the 15-minute. We only have one trigger. It's up almost 1%. It's hit both targets right here. As of yesterday afternoon, XLY. Come back over here. Take a look at XLY. There's our move. Daily. Beautiful trigger. Look at this. Look at that move. Opened right up right here and just took off. Absolutely beautiful. That's the real value of these. As you come in here, look, XLY, we come in here, the dailies. XLY is long, so you're cleared to take long triggers when they set up. You come back over here, XLY, set up a long trigger, probably all the way down there on the 15 minutes as well. XLY is right here, long, up 14% from 940. So you see you're getting these big, beautiful moves, and they're pretty easy to follow. You come over here, you take a look at the daily, figure out what's long, what's new, QQQ, come back over here to 5-minute, look for QQQ, we're flat. Okay, come back over here to 15-minute, look for QQQ, we're flat. Come back over here to 2-minute, look for QQQ, and we are flat. So we're not getting any big moves in the NASDAQ yet, but we are getting a pretty good sign that we're getting a good move in that XLY, and likely going to be setting up a move in QQQ if it continues higher. Remember, you also have this ETF list over here that gives you a pretty good setup. So look, GDX is setting up higher. Good trade right now. Let's come over here and take a look at GDX. One-hour chart, moving higher. Let's come out, take a look at daily. Nice solid bounce and rebound here. Really has a very solid chance of moving back up into, you know, pretty much like this area or this area, which would be kind of the upper range here. I would say that as I highlighted a video about 2 days ago highlighting that gold and silver were going to skyrocket, and I really love this setup in SILJ. I talked about it for about the last week, and I love this setup. I really think this is a very good opportunity for a move up here into 1350 to potentially 1448 or 88. I think this is a big, beautiful setup for gold and silver to rally quite a bit higher here. You can see where we're at with gold and silver now, just struggling right through this consolidation phase. But I really think that we're going to see a big move to the upside for gold and silver, and I think it's just a matter of time before we get the breakout. So again, coming back here, remember, these TTScanner intraday triggers are available at Mint.com. Come check it out. Subscription costs are very minor. You get a whole lot more. But I want to just try to show you again how these triggers are really setting up beautifully. 2-day-old trigger, 2% profit. VOO 3-day trigger, 0.79% profit. XLY 19-day trigger, 8.8% profit. SSO 3-day trigger, 1.52%. QLD 2-day trigger up 3.57%. You know, here's IHI, it's off a little bit, hasn't hit a target. SMH, brand new trigger. SMH, it's off about 0.5% right now. We'll see how it plays out. You can see these numbers look great. 5.18%, 1.79, 2.3. These are big numbers, guys. I mean, these are really big numbers. And again, they're just sitting here waiting for you to start trading. And all you got to do is come over here and start understanding how these things work, how to read them, how to read the ranking column here, how to read the bull-bear shift column here, how to read the profit factor and win rate column, and then, of course, the thrust. Everybody loves the thrust because the thrusting patterns are quite handy to tell you what the markets are doing. Like right now, IXN is bullish but pausing. Right now, VOO is bullish and trending higher. XLY is bullish and trending higher. IYG, slight uptrend under bearish pressure. Let's come down here, take a look at something else. New trigger here, that's why we're under a little pressure, is bullish overall, but red means we're downward trending slightly. Same here with TQQQ. Bullish overall, trending downward. Same thing why we have this -3 here. And now, so take a look at TQQQ over here. Go to a 5. Well, this is actually daily. So you can see the bullish, but trending downward slightly. Okay, we come down here to 60-minute, and you can see that we're just opening here. Beginning of the day, trending downward slightly. Come back over here, 60-minute. TQQQ is long, -12, bullish, means that we're still in bullish trending, but we're trending downward. That's what this is telling us with the minus thrusting pattern. So when this rolls back to the upside and starts going bullish, particularly while this is bullish and this is bullish, meaning above zero, that gives us a pretty good indication that the market has rolled back to the upside, and now we can start jumping on trades, try to make sure that we get our profit out of it. Okay, guys, well, remember, come over to mint.com, check out what I do. You get everything in one location. There are no separate subscriptions you have to subscribe to. You basically get started with my expert growth system. It's designed to give you everything all in one, and you get access to my proprietary algos like I'm showing you here. And now just understand that, you know, one trade here, this is a, what is this, 60-minute. One trade here like this, XLY, 11 hours old theoretically, at 1.64%. There you go. You just paid for the subscription. That's it. It takes one good trade, like here, IXN, 2.84%. You just literally paid for the subscription. Okay? It's very simple. It's not that hard to figure out that this is a real value for traders, because, you know, the cost of the subscription is really, you know, $55-$60 a month, depending on how you subscribe, or less. But again, it takes one trade. It's all it takes for you to cover the cost. The whole rest of it is all profit for you. Plus, like I was showing you, there's so much more over here. You know, there's training. You come into the member area, there's you know, gunslinger tools, the Discord channel, trading view tools and scripts, member updates, video analysis, custom indexes, SPY cycle patterns, investor analysis, gold and metal analysis, intraday ETF signals, which is what we were looking at, weekly signals, movers, which are specialized weekly lists, undervalued hot lists, and of course the live trades, a whole other set of algos that are running. Then you have the past webinars and training as well. You get everything all in one location, really, for a very cheap subscription rate. So I urge you to at least come over and check it out. You know, look at these. These are, you know, we're just early in the day. And again, SPY triggers, daily. These numbers. These are incredible numbers. 2-day-old QQQ trade up 2.4%. Okay? And like I said, XLY, this is 17 days. Again, those are longer, but look at these 60-minute triggers. 3 hours old, 1.27%. Come down here to the 15-minute. Look at the newest triggers. 6 15-minute bars old. We do the math. That's an hour and a half. We're up 1.14%. Beautiful move. I mean, that's 70, almost 80 cents. On a very solid trigger. Nice options trade. 5-minute bar, we come in here. 10 minutes into this trade, we're up 0.38%. That's probably, you know, 60 to 100% on an options trade. XLU is brand new. We haven't gone anywhere yet, hit any targets yet. It's only 10 minutes old. XLE is 15 minutes old, up 0.24%. Again, that's probably 50, 60, 70% on an option, on a 2 or 3 day option. XLB short hasn't hit any targets yet, but it's up 0.23%. Figure it out. That's about 50, 60%, maybe more on a 2 or 3 day put option. So again, the opportunities are right there for you. You just kind of pay attention to this and then swing away with your options, realizing what you're looking at. This is a 5-minute swing trade setup. So if you're going to try to trade this with options, you'll probably want to pick something like, hypothetically, let's say we wanted to trade this. You would want to pick an option that's maybe 1 or 2 or 3 days out for expiration, and you would want to pick a strike price that's just slightly, because this is short, slightly below this 145.81. So the way I teach people is look at the target 2, 145.51, look at target 1, 145.81, and where we're at here, 146.12. So I would say we would want to be probably 145.70 or 75. That would be ideally, excuse me, a quick little sneeze. That would be ideally the best target area, just above or below target one, depending on if we're a long or short. So here, the first target area gets in at 227.42, targets 227.99 versus 228.55. I would probably move into the 228.15, 228.10s, 228.20, somewhere right around that area. Just above this first target level and still below this second target. The reason being is that as the option, as price accelerates upward, coming towards this target, your options should see at least a 20, 30, 40% gain at that type of a price level, depending on, like I said, the price. Well, you should get a substantial gain in your target by the time we hit this level right here. If we get beyond that level and start to get up into this upper level above the strike price, then you should actually be doing very well with your option. So it's, again, just a matter of looking at these two numbers, and again, I would pick probably 93.05, 93.10 for this one. For this one, because it's short, I would pick probably 92.50 for this one. 92.50 would be a decent number for a put option. Okay, guys, that's it. Remember, come visit Ment.com. Come check out what I do. And why don't you consider giving my expert growth services a try. Okay, guys, talk to you later.